recording in progress, and then I'm going to do my intro. So we welcome Brandon Burbank. Brandon is an entrepreneur and author of the book Come Back to Success. He was born and raised in Bellingham, Washington. Brandon aims to inspire and motivate those living with mental health struggle who are trying to come back to success within the United States and the Spanish-speaking countries around the world. In this presentation, Brandon will be talking about the realities of being an entrepreneur and some of the sacrifices he has made to create Come Back to Success. His speech title is So You Want to Be an Entrepreneur. And he is working on Presentation Mastery Level 1. And so let's welcome Brandon Burbank.
Thank you so much, Lita, and thank you so much, Toastmasters, and thank you so much, everybody on my Instagram tuning in live tonight. I'm really excited for this opportunity to give you guys some more insight and direction on what it takes to be an entrepreneur, and not just an entrepreneur, but a successful one that is on the cusp of becoming more successful as time continues to progress. With that being said, what's the speech in it for you? Because I know that you guys are important and you guys have a lot of value and insight and direction with your perspectives, your experiences, and your goals in life. And you're kind of like, okay, why do I give my attention and time and energy to listen to this guy talk? Well, okay, it's simple, because this speech is going to give you clarity, perspective, and just overall general better understanding of how to build a business that is sustainable and has a solid brand. For those of you, I want to emphasize the importance of having creativity to help you along the way when you're going through the trials and tribulations of life. And also I found it helpful to broaden your horizons by unlocking your greatest and truest potential that can only be found within your inner creativity, which we all have. And that's the beauty about life, because once we recognize that we have so much to offer to this world, eventually our goals and our realities will become a reality, essentially. So I know it's easier said than done, but that's kind of the broad topics that I'm going to try and condense in 15 minutes or so. And with that being said, I speak from experience. For example, going through lots of mental health struggles in my life. For example, going through the mental health system in Washington State, which was one of the worst experiences in my life. And I'm being brutally honest with you guys tonight that was not a fun journey. This experiences that I've gone through in my psyche has been affected and impacted in a broadened way, because it's helped me grow and understand more perspective on myself, and as well as the other position that other people are having in their lives when faced with mental health struggles. Me being diagnosed with bipolar disorder is something that I really take a big awareness of, and learn how to manage that in order to be successful. And there's a lot of people out there that can relate to that same feeling. Not only that, though, but it's also a matter of how you scale yourself and recognize your limitations and where you're at internally, because we have so much capabilities to accomplish in our goals and lives and dreams. However, it takes time to incrementally progress. And without your hope and your sense of desire to attain whatever goal or accomplishing thing that's drawing you towards that big goal and dream in life, it will take sacrifices. It will take time, dedication, commitment, self-awareness, knowledge, the resources, the capital. Those are the specific things that I'm just emphasizing right now, because those are really what's going to help make you or break you in life. Because I've been broken down so many times. I'm 25 years old, and ladies and gentlemen, I've gone through the ringer in terms of the mental health struggles out there. And I know that there's a lot of people in this audience tonight that can relate to that have had similar struggles with mental health. And for the people that don't care or just don't have any desire to learn about that, I'm sorry, I feel bad for you, but I'm going to continue to do my thing and continue to focus on my goals and dreams, because I know that I have a God-given talent and gift that I believe that I want to use to help empower and provide insight and direction for others. And like yourself, for those of you that are tuning in today, especially on my Instagram as well. And but not only that, I come with a lot of energy and passion in this topic because this is something that has had a huge impact in my life. And folks, I'm not going to just be present, or I'm not going to be passive about this, because there's a lot of issues that are involved around mental health that people don't seem to get. They get out of their head, stay into their head, and they don't realize that they're the ones that are creating their own internal problems. They need to get out of their heads. And I've for example, here's an example right now from experience. When I was walking into the hospital and was put into the psych ward at age 19, 20, I was put through the ringer. And as tears rolled down my face, staring at the influential people living with a mental illness, there was a picture with a bunch of other mental health influential people, famous people essentially, around our nation and around the world. And in the psych ward, I embraced the position and feeling that I was told that I was at, and told myself that I would be up there someday, because I know that my passion for helping others in that specific field of mental health, the mental health industry, and the desire and the need for helping people in that way, and the relatability that I have in order to obtain these goals and dreams, it's 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 uh, it's attainable, and it's possible. That's the word I was looking for, because possibility is the key to success. Possibility is the key to change. And by changing your mindset, by me changing my mindset to becoming more positive, having more positive energy, I've started to realize and recognize that, oh wow, I can still be great. I can do big things and big goals and not have to worry about just letting myself get in the way of myself. And I know that there's a lot of people tonight that are listening to this, that are tuning into this, that just can really relate to some of the things, the ideas and concepts. And this is universal because we're all human. So I think that's just something that's really powerful, because when we're able to recognize that we have gifts and talents, and especially that you're unique and special in your own way, things start to click in your life, in your brain. You start to realize that you have what it takes to become that next person, that biggest version of yourself that you've always dreamt about. It might take time, it might take years. Heck, it's taken me 5, 6 years. I'm from 19 studying abroad in Barcelona, Spain, to now 25 years old and building a business here in the city of Long Beach. Like that, there's a lot that I have to offer, and there's a lot of dark places that I've gone through in my journey, but there's also been a lot of hopeful and insightful and positive moments in my life that I'm not going to just essentially forget about. So I hope that's the introduction that gets this conversation going, because I know that mental health is something that's important for everyone. And it's taken me years to recognize this and to learn this. But now that I've found what my niche is, what my passion is, to help others and to help grow a business like Come Back to Success, it's going to help change lives, inspire people, and help them become the best version of themselves. It's quite simple, folks. But I wanted to give you a quick background of context for my business, Come Back to Success, which was started about, well, over 3 years ago. It became official this February 2022, in the city of Long Beach, California. And I had a dream to inspire those who live with a mental illness like myself, who want to be successful, happier, and change their life to become the best version of themselves. In other words, at Come Back to Success, my mission is bridging the gap for those impacted by mental illness by providing the right products and services to make it come back to success. It's simple. Like, I want to deliver the right products, the right services, whether it be motivational speeches, whether it be my book, Come Back to Success, which is published on Amazon, KDP, Amazon itself. This is just another opportunity to gain inspiration, clarity, knowledge, expertise, and passion, especially for motivation as well, because we all need motivation. We all need a sense of belief, a sense of belief and a dream that we can hold on to something that's attainable, that's going to help us get out of our own shell. And I know for a fact that I've learned to embrace that, embrace more of who I am, embrace more of what I want to become, and look and not look backwards totally with my past, because we've all had baggage, we've all had struggles in our lives, but it's not a matter of how you just hold on to them. It's a matter of how you let go of the baggage and how you can learn to progress and stay focused on your goals and dreams. Those are the things that I think are so valuable and that people don't talk about anymore or ever, because until they're dead, because of the fact that they're too in their own heads, like I mentioned to you earlier, because we have all of our creativity, all of our knowledge, all of our experiences that are from God directly. But I have chosen to I've chosen to neglect my creativity. I've chosen to embrace my creativity and suck up the pain, especially in terms of life struggles, and progress and move on, move forward. That is what's the bottom line, folks, tonight. Because I wanted to talk with you guys about starting this business, come back to success. And as I shared with you the mission statement already, you have a great understanding and an idea that, okay, this business is here to help people. Business is to help empower others who've had similar struggles with mental health. And if you don't realize that you have the innate ability to be successful and become the best version of yourself, then you're only kidding yourself. That's the sad part, is I feel bad for the people who are living with hate filled in their hearts because they don't want to see their neighbor become happy, or their neighbor, work through their mental health struggles, like by themselves or with a family or support team. And you see so many other external things that are happening in this world today that is a contributor, in fact, because of mental health. So that's my stamp of approval for you all tonight, because that's something that I want to address with my business, and how my products and services can alleviate that tension and focus on creating a unified country, a unified community, whether it be within the US, whether it be within, like, in Paraguay, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, all these places out there in this world, especially in the Spanish speaking countries, because of the fact that I can speak Spanish and communicate well with other people. That gives me that allows me and gives me it gives me the responsibility that I feel like I am responsible for, to help empower and to help deliver clarity, to deliver value, to deliver knowledge and expertise, a specialized expertise as well. Not just any type of average Joe, like, oh yeah, you can do this, you could be great. No, I'm talking like this is from the heart of talking about real life experiences, being in the hospital, being in the psych ward and crying your eyes out, shedding tears, and not knowing when you're going to leave this place, this facility, and having to realize, okay, suck it up and keep moving forward, and eventually life will get better. Because here's the key: I have the belief in myself, and that this goal is going to help empower others. And my legacy is important too, because if you don't have that legacy, that you're trying to accomplish something in yourself, which we all have as human beings, why do you want to be remembered? What's going to help draw you to become the best version of yourself, and give you that ability to stay focused on the goals and dreams and in the tasks at hand? I found myself contemplating that. I'm going to talk about that in a moment, but the countless number of sleepless nights and days that I've had in my journey thus far, that has been filled with emotions, sadness, pain, all those things intertwined, interwoven, is so hard to comprehend, all in one 15-minute conversation about mental health, because I think that it's valuable, and it's definitely insightful for others to learn how to become the best version of themselves. So with that being said, some more examples of moving away from basically to grow and not sacrifice, and start making sacrifices in my life. Boy, moving away from your hometown in Bellingham, Washington, which is where I'm from originally. And that's what I recommend for everyone out there that is in a small town, whether you be in a pueblocito or just anywhere around the world, or here in the US. If you're in a small town, major city, that's great. But if you move away from your hometown, wherever you grew up in, you'll learn to grow and become the best version of yourself. Find what your niche is, find what your passion is. And that's a perfect example of what I chose to do by moving away from Bellingham, Washington, and not looking backwards either. Moving to Seattle, Washington, and then finally, which is where I'm at now, Southern California. sacrificing the opportunity to get a free education, a free bachelor's degree, because I have a much stronger desire to be helping others, whether it be on tour, whether it be through my book sales, whether it be through other products and services that I offer, that's going to help empower and deliver a positive insight and direction for those that are seeking help. Folks, that's important to think about. Like, I want to help a bit. I want to start a business, and I'm starting this business for the right reasons. Whereas this has taken years to develop. This brand, Come Back to Success, has taken years to develop. I'll say it again, it's taken years to develop. And for many entrepreneurs out there that are interested in starting their own business, I can tell you right now, good luck, because it's going to take years to start it. And if you make it within the next few months, more power to you. But there's a statistic out there that I'm going to bring up right now, and it says there's a large percentage of people, of businesses, that fail within the first year to 5 years. And as you continue to progress, the percentage goes up, it spikes upwards. And I'll tell you right now, folks, that is for heck sure is not gonna be my business, because I believe that it's gonna help others, it's gonna help empower people, and it's gonna do it for the ways that is unique and that's genuine. And it also will bring out my creativity that I think is a responsibility to help provide value. So that's something to think about. And then also moving onwards to the next portion of this presentation tonight, which is just it's essential, living paycheck to paycheck, folks. That's what I'm currently doing right now. I'll say it again, living paycheck to paycheck. Can you fathom what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck? I don't know, but many of you maybe not have lived that way, but I'm doing that right now, because I'm doing it because I have the right reasons, the intent, the intentions, the reasoning is pure, and you can't change that ever. No one can change it besides myself. And I guess I know I emphasize that a little too much, but it's still like, that's just an important part to think about, because the living to paycheck right now is something that is something that's my truth. And if I'm not honest with you guys, with my fans, with my follower base, what happens when things are more successful and everything? I come from humble beginnings, folks. That's why this title is called So You Want to Be an Entrepreneur. So as I wrap up this speech tonight, I know I haven't covered a lot of other things that are important to be addressed, but just given the time and everything, I think if you truly believe in your heart, mind, body, and soul that you are on the right path, then continue on. It's that simple. Follow your passion. Do the right thing for yourself, for what you believe that God has the plan for you. It's been hard for me. It hasn't been easy. It's given me insight and direction as I continue to move forward in life. But I will never, never, never have regrets, because of the fact that I have someone who's looking out for me, which is God up above. And besides having him on my side, I'm fearless. So to close up, I had to believe that I was unique and special. The flaws and struggles that I have gone through in my life are a test to that God gave me in order to fulfill the plan that he had for me already. I find peace knowing that God is by my side no matter what. So with that being said, thank you so much, Instagram, for tuning in. And thank you so much, more importantly, thank you so much tonight, you guys, everyone on Toastmasters, for being on this part of this presentation. I'm going to wrap this up on Instagram. Okay. All right. And I'd love to, thank you. I'd love to get anybody's perspective. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. That's my speech, essentially.